We've recently been talking about evening out our months. When I say that, I mean moving away from having like super crazy good months, then really low month, then average month, then low month, then super high months, and working out how do we minimize that variation? How do we minimize that feeling like we're on a roller coaster at Disneyland or at Dreamworld or wherever you are right now? Because those highs and lows, guess what they do? They create a lot of frustration, they create a lot of stress, they create a lot of overwhelm. So what I want to do is go through what is causing that, and it is usually one of three things. We've covered performance, but the other two are pricing and pipeline. So the three Ps. Hey guys, welcome to the Painter's Circle, where we help painting business owners scale their operations, increase profitability, and gain more time freedom. I'm Taz Mullis, and in this podcast, I'll share actionable tips, expert strategies, and real-world insights that'll help you grow your painting business without burning you out. Ready to take your painting business to the next level? Let's go. Oh yeah! Of where your business potentially is getting stuck and creating those highs and lows, those peaks and troughs, are pricing, performance, and pipeline. Now, we covered performance previously. I think today we're going to focus on pipeline because pipeline is a sneaky one. It's the one that most people don't think about when they're talking about revenue and monthly highs and lows. What do I mean by pipeline? So just picture your business as a big garden hose, okay? So what happens is a lead comes in, so an inquiry comes in at the beginning, right? And then there's some conversations, they get qualified, are they the right fit? Are you the right fit for them? Then you do a proposal or a quote, then there's some conversations around that, and then there's a decision, yes or no. So when it's a yes, it moves through to the next stage, which is usually scheduling, which is the throughput of your business. Now, the scheduling component is how many weeks or months ahead of work do you have booked in? So that's what I mean by pipeline. So in your business, you will have a comfortable number. So there'll be a number that you know when you sleep at night that you have, let's say it's 4 weeks, could be 6 weeks, could be 8 weeks. You have 8 weeks of work scheduled and booked in your business, and you feel comfortable. There's no risk, there's no stress, there's enough work in the pipeline. So, which is cool. Some businesses are 4. I've had some businesses that like have 16. I've had businesses I've spoken to that had like 15 months in their pipeline. And they thought it was good. Let's have a check of that. So if your business right now has a pipeline of 8 weeks, so 2 months, and you're still quoting, you've got jobs in there that haven't been scheduled, but you're not hitting your revenue target. So if your revenue target, let's say, is $100,000 a month, so you have to hit $100,000 a month to make the net profit that you want, pay all the bills, pay all the expenses, pay your income, and move forward. So for lack of a better description, 8 weeks at $100K per month equals $200K. So you've got $200,000 in your pipeline. But let's say your overheads went up a little bit and you had to hit $120,000 per month. But you only schedule in 100 grand and you didn't understand you were 20 grand short, and you're looking at the figures at the end of the month going, wow, like we worked, we're really busy, but we didn't make any net profit. You go, well, what happened? We've got 100 grand booked in. Let's go next month. Let's schedule in 100 grand in. But you're under scheduling to the capacity of your team. Now, your pipeline is made up of different variables. One is the amount of dollars you can put through, but more importantly, it is made up with how much capacity, meaning how many painters or people that can deliver your services do you have, and how much can they output on average per week. That's an important number because I'm going to round the numbers up. If you have 4 painters and each of them outputs 4K per week each. So 4 by 4, that's $16,000 per week. Over 4 weeks, that's 16, so 4 16s is $64,000 per month. So that is the capacity of the team members that you have. They output approximately 4K per week per man, which is about $800 a day, and you've got 4 of them. So all things being equal, no one gets sick, you should be hitting around 64,000 in revenue for that month, which means 64,000 of jobs you can schedule. Do you struggle with a plan in your painting business that's fast, clear, and specific? Our Game Plan Builder turns your chaos into a tailored plan. It's built fast, it's built for you, and it's built to move. Check out the show notes for your copy and download it today. But we said before that you needed to hit 100, because 100 would give you your 20% net profit, or whatever the profit is you want, pay your income, pay the bills, and everything will be going really, really well. Now, 64 and 100, what's that? It's 36K short. So what do? We end up winning more work and we go, oh, we got 8 weeks. Now we got another 4 weeks. We've got 12 weeks. We've got 12 weeks worth of work and we've got 300K worth of work in the pipeline. But we're only able to complete 64. Do you see the problem? So we have a target that we need to hit to make the money that we want to make, but we don't have enough capacity to do it. Now, if it's 36K, 2 painters is 32 grand. So you're potentially 2.5 painters off per month to hit your 100K in total revenue. And what do? We try and work harder to fix the problem. Working harder is not going to fix the problem. You have a certain amount of capacity. You only have a certain amount of hours per day, per week, per month of your team. So really you don't have 2 months. On 64, on 200 grand, you've got more, you've got longer. So if you're finding you have these low months, more than likely your capacity doesn't meet the target. The inverse is true as well. The inverse can be, you could have 8 people. You have 8 painters. 64 was 4, 128. So the capacity now with 8 painters at 4K per painter, on average, by the way, some will do more, some will do less, is 120K. That's capacity of output. Now, what do you think happens if you're only outputting 100? You're potentially not hitting that 4K per painter per week, which means something's taking a hit. More than likely, your profit's taking a hit. So if we keep scheduling at 100, but our capacity is 128, 128 by 128, that's at 256. Really, we don't have 8 weeks. It's probably closer to 6 weeks, which is not a bad thing. But if you're having these highs and lows, inconsistent months, revenue and cash flow, revenue is lower than normal, well, is lower than allowable from the metrics that you need for your business. Trying to work harder on this is not going to fix the problem if you have a pipeline issue, which is managing capacity of your team. So you've got 2 questions to ask you. What is the average right now output per painter per week? If you don't know, get a month, total revenue, divide it by the total number of people, divided by the number of weeks. That'll give you the average per painter. Now, I said, I know some painters are going to perform more, but in your business right now, you should have an average. That's a good place to start. And that will show you where you are right now. This is not a good or bad thing. This is just, you just need to know where it's at. Because if you want to determine how profitable your business is going to be, you need to know how much output or invoiceability you can do per painter, because they are the people delivering the services. So we have the 3 Ps. We've covered performance. Pipeline is the one that gets missed the most. Most people underschedule to capacity. I've done it myself. I've fallen into the trap of scheduling guys and girls to what we thought we needed versus to what the actual capacity of the business was. So when you under schedule, you are consistently going to hit under target because your target's too low for what you have. But it also happens the other way. If your required target is higher than the capacity of output, you're not going to hit the target either. Anyway, which one is you? Pipeline or performance? Anyway, got any questions? Hit me up. Love to chat. Stay cool. Be well, as usual. See you in the Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss expert tips. If you want some support, check out the link in the show notes and see how we can help you. Don't forget to follow us on socials @PainterCoach. Stay cool, be well, and as usual, see you in the interwebs. Bye.